guys. You know, they've had some tough breaks and a lot of things to deal with, and they fought hard tonight, and that's all we asked them to do all week was to fight hard, and we'd take the result one way or the other. And as tough and hard-fought games as we've had against South Alabama, it was nice to get a win like this. Great game by Rob Lowe, all-time career high, I think, right?
Yes.
He made some great runs. I thought Tyler made some great reads. The line did a nice job up front. You got to point out Brandon McDowell's return right before half. That was huge. You know, I'm glad I thought of it to put him back there. I did, really, but it was good. He made me look smart, and the guys did a good job blocking for him, and he did a good job on the return. And how far did he go? 108, 109? I know.
100.
Does it call it 100?
Looked like 103.
3, whatever it was, 6, huh? And then I think you got to point out Lumi tonight, Kaba. 5 punts down inside the 20, 2 at the 1, made his field goal, made his extra points, kicked off out of the end zone, I think, every time. You know, kickoff coverage is usually pretty good when you do that. But I think the whole team, you got to tip your hat to for, you know, they've had some tough things go against them and some tough things to deal with, and they've handled it. They've hung together. They've kept believing in each other, and they've fought hard. And, you know, this program's been built on work ethic and no free lunches and hard work and fighting for what you want, and they did that tonight. They looked like Bobcat football. So, you know, we still had some penalties offensively, a couple of holds and things that drive you a little crazy sometimes, but it's easier to forget them when you win, I guess, huh?
Coach, when the guys were coming off and the coaches were coming off, you could see the relief on their faces. I mean, obviously, something y'all really, really needed as a staff and as a team, right?
I agree. I think it was. We needed one. They needed something good to happen for them, and they made it happen for them, and that's what you have to admire. You know, Joe always tells me how big the game is, so I just listen to Joe on that stuff. I don't pay attention to it. You know.
McDowell's return again, obviously. Did you guys are in a scrap right there? I mean, it's 16 to whatever it is, 3 or 6, whatever.
It's 12 to 3, I think,
12,
isn't it?
Yeah. And you've got it, and you get that play. I mean, it turns things. It makes South Alabama change the way that they play in the second.
No doubt. That's a big, huge play in the game. Huge play. And little shades of War Eagles there versus the Roll Tides.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly. And Brandon's electrifying on that. That's 2 of them this year for us. And that's a huge play in the game. You know, and we didn't come out and set it right afire at the beginning of the third quarter either. So it was nice to have that score.
Was the timeout specifically to insert him in the game on that kind of field goal play?
Well, we called the timeout for a number of reasons, but that was one of them. I said, let's put a guy deep here because I didn't think the kicker could kick it that far. I didn't dream we'd take it all the way back for a touchdown, but, you know, let's give it a shot. And Brandon made me look smart, but because I didn't think there was any sense to try to rush him. I didn't think he could make it. I understand why they tried it. I thought after we put him back, we might even talk him out of even trying it. It's really what I thought, because I've called him off after I've seen that when I didn't think we could kick it that far anyway. And on a night like this with the wind swirling the way it was, I was a little surprised they did kick it.
Was there any reason before the timeout that he wasn't in the game to let you potentially capitalize on that kind of obviously opportunity?
Well, we called a block first, you know, and then we changed it and called that.
Coach, the weather obviously had a lot to do with the way you called the game and attacked them. Talk about that a little bit, how you kids overcame.
Well, you know, as a football team, you can't make too much out of the weather because they played in it too.
Right.
It was never raining so hard that I think it was a huge factor in the game. I was praying for hard rain in the fourth quarter. Didn't get it. You know, had to go figure. But and I think we ran the ball well enough. Our lack of passing game tonight could be construed because of the weather. I think it's more our ability to run it in our field position at times and things like that, and our control of the game where we didn't have to do certain things. We were efficient, I think, when we decided to throw it. I don't know what we were throwing the ball, but we had about 100 yards, but we had some big plays that set up some things for us.
Coach, congratulations on the big win. And you know it's going to rain tonight. How did you prepare the guys during practice this week? Did you have like wet balls to practice with or anything?
We did. We haven't had rain here in forever, so having a rainy practice, we always get lightning if we get rain, so you can't practice in lightning. So it would have been nice to have some days where we just practiced in rain. But we started with wet balls Tuesday in practice, and we actually worked on our under center offense a little harder. Of course, the last touchdown was an under center play. And just in case it started raining so hard that you couldn't complete the center quarterback exchange. We had if it rained in a deluge plan, and then the wet ball things, we did multiple days to be prepared.
How nice was it to have a game like that from Rob tonight? I mean, you just kept handing the ball, 30 carries. You know, did you feel like the old Rob was back? I know he's been kind of waiting to break through here.
Well, I think, is there a question there? You answered it all pretty good, I think, Joe. You do that to me sometimes. How good did it feel?
How good did it
Damn good, baby, damn good. It makes you wonder why I ever throw the ball sometimes, because Rob's, if you got any doubt, give it to him. And he made some great runs tonight, some great cuts, made some guys miss. The field conditions didn't bother him any.
The running game came alive. The defense stifled South Alabama. Is this the kind of team you wanted to see the last 3 weeks that you finally got to see Saturday night?
This was what Bobcat football should look more like. They fought hard, played with some confidence. We had some good things happen to us, which helped build our confidence more. Sometimes I call that being a front runner, and I hate that. I hope that's not what we are. Just because things weren't good, we got better. But we were at a point in time in this season where we needed something to grab a hold of. I mean, you all know that, and I know that. We needed something good that we kind of deserve something good. We've had about as many things go in unique directions as we can have, and so fortunately some good things did happen to them, but they fought hard for it, and that was the mantra, the charge all week was to fight hard for what you want. And I think sometimes some people mention the B word so much that I want you to know now, I'm going to warn you one last time, okay? I don't talk about that word until I play myself into position to talk about that word. I set the goals at the beginning of the year. So don't ask me any more questions, okay? I love you, Joe.
Coach, defensively today we saw some of this amoeba defense thing where everybody's standing up, nobody with their hands on the ground. Is that something that y'all have put in the past couple of weeks?
That's Junior. Junior came up with it. I hate to brag on my son, so I'm going to brag on my assistant coach. I think he's done a heck of a job the last 2 weeks, and that just shows you how big a ding-dong I am for not doing it in the first place, I guess. But he's done a nice job, and the kids believe in him, and good things have happened for him, and hopefully we're creating some things to build some confidence on. And I think one of the biggest things is Rashad was healthy tonight and played the whole game. Dallas was healthy and played the whole game. Tim Gay was healthy. Dilla Rosemond was healthy. We have been so beat up on that side of the ball. And I think we got through the game on that side of the ball okay. I don't know about the other side yet, but I think we did on defense. So, you got a chance to get better now with some continuity, and I think Brad's captured their spirit, and I don't know if we'll ever get a turnover this year, though. We were so stunned when 2 hit us in the hands, we didn't know what to do. So.
Looking ahead, Coach, a short week, obviously, you're not going to have a conference with us on Tuesday. How do you take this momentum and turn it around so quickly?
Well, we have no choice. We had a good plan last year for when we had a Thursday game. We've adopted that plan and tweaked it because we have to travel. See, this is life in the Sun Belt. One team plays on Thursday, the other team plays on Saturday. The team that plays Saturday doesn't get as much time to prepare, and they travel. Okay. I've been doing this a long time. I don't understand this one. But it is what it is. It's life in the Fun Belt. You know. And, you know, we'll do anything to play on television, so I guess that's where we're at.
That is a direct quote, right?
That is a direct quote. Yep.
Gotcha.
I'll be glad to tell Carl the same thing. I already have, so, you know, I don't think I'll get fined or get in too much trouble.
Have y'all been working on Georgia Southern already?
We have broke them down. Our coaches during open week, during the 2 open weeks, we've done all the breakdowns. So, and Friday, we had enough time to break down the Appalachian State game. So we'll start early in the morning as a staff because it'll be like a Monday for us. And but our breakdowns are in place, so we're farther along than we're where we need to be to start a Monday.
Rick was saying that you guys are going to practice late on Friday, on Monday.
On Monday,
9:30 at night.
we have to because of class schedules.
Rumi had 4 punts inside the 20. How much did the long fields stretch and, how easy defense they had to battle that?
Long field is always huge. The odds on scoring when you take the ball inside the 20 are about 1 in 15. Well, there aren't 15 drives in a football game. So they went 99 one time on us at the end of the third quarter there. But they didn't do it the other time. And, nobody on offense likes to have the ball on their 1 foot line and have to try to get out. And you just hope you get enough yards to punt. They threw deep once. I'm of the advocate of throwing deep when you're back there. You're going to punt anyway, so, you just won't go for it. But they were big.